Okay, this lesson will continue from previous one. It's called as these keywords, and it is a reference that refers to current object itself, so that we can refer to the instance variable. Also, we can refer to the constructor of that particular objects or instance. It simplifies our codings. Even the concept is somehow a bit strange. So basically saying this refers to current object itself. So let's say we have two circle objects. One of them is radius equal to 1. The other one is maybe you can see that it's bigger, so radius equal to 3 or 5. So this is the reference, what we call it as my circle. The other one we consider as my circle. Number 2. So that's the radius, and then that's the radius. Instant variable. This is the different objects. But if you look, if you can see that instance variable has the same name, radius and radius, that belongs to its own objects. One of them is my circle, the other one is my circle 2. Let's look at the coding examples. Again, I'm using same example. So first one is radius and radius. So go back to circle class. The first one is what we call it as a constructor with one parameter. Then here, if you look at line number 20 and then 27, default constructor with one parameter here. My circle 2 we has parameter 5.0, which is radius. That refers to the particular object. That means we can simplify as a radius, and then radius. And then here we assign to this radius. That means this object's radius. So we are reporting to the 5.0 belongs to my circle 2 object. That's what it does for these keywords. And when you use let's say 0, or if you're referring to default constructor, it's going to refer to exactly same thing. Let's say number 1, here 1.0, this 1.0 and then 5.0, using a constructor with one parameter. No matter what, it refers to my circle 1 object. The other one, even the radius equal to 5, that refers to my circle number 2. So that's the meaning of this radius equal to radius. We can use the same concept for methods. We can say radius. So when we assign the new radius, we are referring to that exact object reference variable. So we can say that my circle dot set radius equal to 3. Line number 25. So let me just copy one more time. Circle 1 and 2. So first object First object MyCircle constructor objects with the default constructor. Then change the value with 3.0. But second one and third objects MyCircle 2 and 3 using a constructor with one parameter. So actually it simplifies coding. Even the concept is a bit difficult to understand. So let me just put some comments here to make it clear. Eventually you are using multiple objects using different types of constructors. So it is a good idea to use these keywords. So object being used. So this case we are referring to MyCircle, MyCircle 1, MyCircle number 2. Depends on constructor is used. Again, hang on. So if you look at here, this 1.0, so default constructor can actually call another constructor. So here, this actually means that is calling for the second constructor, or the constructor with the parameter or with double radius, so that we can initialize objects with the default value 1.0. Let me give you an example with using this in methods. So get area, normally we say radius multiplied by radius, and then multiply by pi that belongs to mass class. That's the constants. We can do this way, or we can specify when we do get area methods. That get area method, we are reporting to that particular object or that specific objects. So when you call for get area methods with MyCircle 1, this method belongs to MyCircle 1. If you're calling this method for MyCircle 2, that method's dealing with only MyCircle 2 object reference variable. Again, this is not really necessary. Normally we use this with the constructor and the methods. Again, this can be omitted if you want to. So without these keywords in get area method, it will work. If you want to clarify, you can add that. Get radius also same. You can say return this dot radius. So let me put the comment, say every instance variable belongs to instance, in this case MyCircle 1 and 2, represent by these keywords, these get area methods. So get area. Don't forget this get area methods invoked by each object reference variable. It belongs to its own objects only. So that's the one, and then the last one is 78. If you multiply by radius, which is number 2, 500, 500 multiplied by pi. Again, the first one, even though 28, because we set the radius by 3 using methods. So let me draw one more circle. So we are referring to here my circle, which is the radius. At this point, looks like a 3. But when we use a default constructor for my circle, it's actually 1.0. It's calling for another constructor with 1.0. Then later on, we are set new radius 3.0 here. So as you can see, we have 3 radius, 1.0, 5.0, 3.0. Initially start with 1.0, and then we are setting here 1.0 default constructor, calling for another constructor with a 1.0. That's the one. Then eventually we change value using methods. That's default constructor. Okay. So that's the method we assign 3.0. So here is the one example saying that, let's imagine you have someone in front of that person. There are 3 circles with him or with her, and then you are far from that person, and then ask for the one questions like, can you pass me the circle? And then he or she may say, this one. You may say no. Then because those circles are very close to him or her, even though she is pointing to a second circle, she may say, this one. No, you may say no. Then she may say, is this one? Yes, that's the one. So when she say referring to 3 different circles, she may start to use the term called, is this what you want? Is this is what you want? Is this is what you want? It means that she's moving from one circle called my circle. She moved herself to be my circle 2. Then she moved herself to be my circle 3. So she can always refer to as is this what you want? Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Instead of pointing her fingers to that object or the other object or another object. We are considering as she's moving from one object to another object, and then another object. She keeps saying that this what you want. Is this what you want? Is this your circle? That's the meaning of these keywords. I hope that helped you a bit more. Thank you.